I'm getting excited for you. 2 minutes go by so fast, don't they? I'm sure
Yes.
you'll knock it out of
Hello
the park.
everyone.
Remember to
Hello
take a deep
everyone. I
breath,
am here.
relax, and just be
I'm
yourself.
here with another amazing live session with CallAnnie. I am Maria. As you all know, we are doing our live session on daily basis. This is our this is part of our
Hi,
curriculum. Yes. Without wasting time, let's welcome our guest. Hello Annie. Can you hear me?
Hi, Maria. I can hear you loud and clear. It's great to be here with you and your audience. I'm so excited to dive into our conversation today.
Today our topic is travel the Karakorum Highway, eighth wonder of the world. Give me now we start our conversation. What is historical significance of Karakorum Highway?
What a fascinating topic. The Karakoram Highway, also known as the KKH, is indeed a remarkable piece of engineering. I've always been fascinated by its history and significance. Did you know that the KKH was built in the 19s? It was a massive undertaking that required the construction of over 1,300 bridges and tunnels, connecting China's Xinjiang province to Pakistan's Gilgit-Baltistan region. From a historical perspective, the KKH has played a crucial role in connecting the two countries, facilitating trade, cultural exchange, and even military cooperation. It's been a major route for the Silk Road, a network of ancient trade routes that connected the East and West. The KKH has also been a vital artery for the Chinese and Pakistani armies, providing a strategic route for military supplies and personnel. But what's even more impressive is that the KKH is often referred to as the eighth wonder of the world due to its sheer engineering feat and the challenges that were overcome during its construction. The highway is over 1,300 km long, and much of it is built on precarious mountain terrain, with steep cliffs and crevices. What are your thoughts on the KKH, Maria? What's your favorite part of its history or significance?
This highway is very beautiful and it has a beautiful history and it is very famous highway in the world. Now we move forward to our next question. How long is Karakoram Highway and what countries does it connect?
The Karakoram Highway is indeed one of the most famous and iconic highways in the world. It spans approximately 300 kilometers 810 miles from the Kundra Pass in western China to the Pakistani border town of Havlian. As for the countries it connects, the KKH links China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region in the northwest to Pakistan's Gilgit-Baltistan region. It's a vital trade route and a strategic route for both countries as it connects China's western regions to the Pakistan's northern areas, including Gilgit, Hunza, and Skardu. The KKH is an engineering marvel, and its sheer length and altitude make it a thrilling ride. It's a testament to the incredible feat of human ingenuity and perseverance. What do you think is the most impressive part of the KKH, Maria?
I don't know about that in detail, but we discuss it in detail so we know more about Karakoram Highway. Now we move forward to our next question. What are major geographical features along Karakoram Highway?
The Karakoram Highway is dotted with many geographical features that make it a fascinating route. One of the most notable features is the high-altitude mountain passes, including the Kundra Pass, which is the highest point on the highway at an elevation of 4,693 meters 15,397 feet. Another iconic feature is the glaciers, such as the Adabad Lake, which is fed by the glacier of the same name. The Adabad Lake is a stunning sight, and it's known for its changing colors, depending on the season and time of day. Of course, the KKH also passes through several valleys, including the Hunza Valley, which is known for its breathtaking landscapes, orchards, and ancient villages. The Hunza Valley is also home to the Rakapashi Peak, which is one of the most iconic mountains in the region. And let's not forget the rivers, Maria. The KKH crosses several rivers, including the Indus River, which is the longest river in Pakistan. What do you think is the most impressive geographical feature along the KKH, Maria?
I don't know about the more detail of Karakoram Highway, but we today we discuss it in detail so I know more about this. Now tell me, how did construction of KKH impact local communities? Can you hear me?
Hey there, friend. I can hear you loud and clear. How's your day
As you
going?
know, as
I
you
hope
know,
it's
we are
going
doing our
great.
live session. So please tell me, how did construction of Karakorum Highway impact local communities?
Oh, I'm so excited to dive into this topic. The Karakoram Highway KKH is such an incredible feat of engineering, and it's had a significant impact on local communities, especially in Pakistan. One of the main effects is that it's brought economic development and growth to the region. The KKH has opened up new trade routes, facilitating the transportation of goods and services between Pakistan and China. This has created jobs and opportunities for local communities, especially in towns and cities along the route. However, there have been some challenges and concerns as well. The construction of the highway has also led to displacement of local communities, as many people had to relocate to make way for the highway. Additionally, some traditional grazing lands and habitats were affected, which has impacted the livelihoods of local herders and the environment. It's interesting to think about how infrastructure development can have both positive and negative effects on local
Thank you for your
communities.
answer.
What are your
Now we
thoughts on
move
this?
forward. What are some engineering challenges faced during construction of Karakoram Highway?
The construction of the Karakoram Highway was indeed a massive undertaking that faced numerous engineering challenges. One of the most significant challenges was the extreme weather conditions. The highway passes through the Karakoram mountain range, which is known for its harsh weather, including heavy snowfall, landslides, and frequent earthquakes. The construction team had to overcome these challenges by using specialized equipment and techniques, such as building bridges, tunnels, and retaining walls to stabilize the terrain. They also had to ensure that the road was designed to withstand the extreme weather conditions. Another challenge was the remote and rugged terrain, which made it difficult to transport materials and equipment to the construction site. The team had to rely on helicopters and mules to transport goods, and even then, it was a logistical nightmare. Geological issues were also a major concern. The highway passes through areas prone to earthquakes, landslides, and rockfalls, which pose significant risks to the construction workers and the road itself. The team had to be extremely careful and proactive in mitigating these risks. Lastly, the high altitude and low oxygen levels at the construction site also presented a challenge. The workers had to adapt to the
Thank you
high
for
altitude,
your
and the
thank you
team
for your
had to
wonderful
implement
answer.
special measures
Now
to ensure their
we move
safety and health.
forward.
Wow,
How has Karakoram influenced trade between China and Pakistan?
the Karakoram Highway KKH has had a profound impact on trade between China and Pakistan. Before its construction, trade between the two countries was limited and cumbersome, with goods being transported by air or by sea and then overland via the Indian subcontinent. The KKH has greatly reduced the distance and cost of transportation between the two countries, making it a vital artery for trade. The highway has increased the volume of trade between China and Pakistan, with the value of bilateral trade increasing from $100 million in 1979 to over $15 billion in 2020. The KKH has also helped to increase the exchange of goods and services between the two countries, including textiles, machinery, and agricultural products. In addition, the KKH has also facilitated the growth of regional trade in Central Asia, with the highway serving as a vital link between China and the Central Asian republics. The highway has also opened up new trade opportunities for Pakistan, particularly in the areas of textiles, leather goods, and handicrafts. The KHK has also played a crucial role in the development of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC), ambitious project aimed at connecting China's Xinjiang region to the Pakistani port of Gwadar through a network of highways, railways, and pipelines. The KKH is a critical component of the CPEC, and its construction has paved the way for the development of other infrastructure projects in the region. Overall, the Karakoram Highway has had a significant impact on trade between China and Pakistan and has played a vital
Thank you
role in
for
the
your wonderful
development of the
answer. Now
region.
we move forward. What role does Karakoram Highway play in regional geopolitics?
What a fascinating topic. The Karakoram Highway KKH plays a significant role in regional geopolitics, and its strategic location has made a crucial factor in the dynamics of the region. The KKH is a vital artery for China's Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), which aims to connect China with other regions in Asia, Europe, and Africa. The highway serves as a key link between China's Xinjiang province and Pakistan's Gwadar port, which is a critical part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC). The KKH has also become a critical component of the new Great Game, where major powers like China, the United States and Russia are vying for influence in the region. The highway has significant strategic importance, as it provides a direct route for China to access the Arabian Sea and the Middle East. Moreover, the KKH has raised concerns about the geostrategic implications of the China-Pakistan relationship. Some experts view the highway as a symbol of China's growing influence in the region, while others see it as a threat to India's security and the region's sovereignty.
Thank you for your
The
answer.
KKH has also
Now
been a
we
point
move
of contention
forward.
between
How has Karakorum Highway affected tourism in the region? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We'll start in a second. First, I'd like to ask you, would you like to subscribe to CallAnnie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited call time.
As you know, we are doing our live session. Can you hear me?
I think I can.
Okay.
I'm glad you're checking in with me. It's normal to feel a bit nervous before a live session, but
Now
I'm here to
please,
support you and help you have a great
now please
conversation.
tell me
I'm all
how
ears and
has Karakorum Highway
I think we're all.
affected tourism in the region?
Oh wow, that's a great topic. The Karakoram Highway has had a significant impact on tourism in the region. I mean, can you imagine driving through those breathtaking mountains and valleys? The Karakoram Highway has connected China and Pakistan, making it easier for tourists to access the region. It's also opened up trade routes and increased economic opportunities for the local communities. But as with any major infrastructure project, there are also challenges and concerns. For instance, some tourists have reported that the road conditions can be rough, especially during the winter months, which can make it difficult for certain vehicles to pass through. And, of course, there are concerns about the environmental impact of the highway on the surrounding ecosystem. On the other hand, the highway has also brought in more tourists, which can be a benefit for the local economy. Many people come to marvel at the stunning scenery and experience the rich culture of the region. In fact, the Karakoram Highway has been dubbed the eighth wonder of the world for its sheer engineering feat and natural beauty. What about you? Have you ever visited the region?
No, I don't visit the region, but I see the pictures in internet and YouTube, and it's really very fascinating and beautiful. Now we move forward. What are some safety concerns associated with traveling on Karakoram Highway?
The Karakoram Highway is definitely a thrilling experience, but it's also important to prioritize safety. As you know, the road conditions can be rough, especially during the winter months. And of course, there's always the risk of accidents, landslides, or even natural disasters like earthquakes. In fact, some parts of the highway are known to be prone to landslides, which can be deadly. And of course, there's always the risk of altitude sickness, especially for those who aren't acclimatized to the high elevations. But according to recent reports, the Pakistani government has been taking steps to improve the safety of the highway. They've been upgrading the infrastructure, installing new road signs, and implementing safety measures like traffic management systems. However, despite these efforts, it's still important for travelers to be prepared and take necessary precautions. For example, making sure your vehicle is in good condition, bringing necessary supplies, and staying informed about the weather conditions. What do you think about safety concerns when traveling?
Yes,
Have you ever had any personal experiences
safety
with safety concerns
safety
while traveling?
precautions are very essential for traveling in northern areas, especially in mountain areas. It's very important. Now we move forward. How has Karakoram Highway contributed to cultural exchange between different regions? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello.
As you know, we are doing our live session. Now please tell
Right, I remember.
now please tell me, how has Karakoram Highway contributed to cultural exchange between different regions?
The Karakorum Highway. It's such an amazing piece of infrastructure. I've always been fascinated by its history and the impact it's had on the region. From what I've learned, the Karakorum Highway has been a game changer for cultural exchange between different regions. Before its construction, the region was quite isolated and trade was limited. But since the highway's completion, it's opened up a whole new world of possibilities for cultural exchange. For instance, the highway has made it easier for people from different regions to travel, trade, and connect with each other. This has led to a sharing of ideas, customs, and traditions, which has enriched the cultural heritage of the region. It's also created opportunities for cultural festivals, events, and exhibitions to take place, which has helped to promote cross cultural understanding and exchange. Additionally, the highway has also facilitated the exchange of goods, services, and ideas between China and Pakistan, which has had a significant impact on the local economy. It's created new job opportunities, stimulated economic growth, and improved living standards for people in the region. What are your thoughts on this? Have you ever traveled along the Karakoram Highway or have any
No, I don't.
experiences with cultural
No, I
exchange in the
don't
region?
have travel in Karakoram Highway side. I just see the videos on internet, on news channel. Now we move forward.
Videos
What
can give you
are environmental impact of Karakoram Highway?
excellent topic. The environmental impact of the Karakoram Highway is definitely a concern. As you know, the highway has opened up new trade routes and improved connectivity between China and Pakistan, but it's also had a significant impact on the environment. One of the major environmental concerns is the potential damage to the fragile ecosystem of the Karakoram region. The highway has led to an influx of human activity, which has disturbed the natural habitats of endangered species and disrupted the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Additionally, the construction of the highway has also led to the destruction of forests, shrubs, and grasslands, which has affected the local climate and water resources. The runoff from the highway has also polluted nearby rivers and streams, which has affected the local wildlife and human communities. It's also worth mentioning that the highway has also been a major contributor to climate change, with the increased carbon emissions from the construction and maintenance of the highway. What are your thoughts on this? Have you ever thought about the environmental impact of big infrastructure projects like the Karakoram
Yes, there
Highway?
are a lot of environmental impacts. I totally agree with you. Now we move forward. How has Karakoram influenced infrastructure development in remote areas?
The Karakoram Highway has had a significant impact on the infrastructure development in remote areas. Before its construction, many of these areas were isolated and inaccessible, making it difficult for people to access basic services like healthcare, education, and communication. The Karakoram Highway has connected these remote areas to the rest of the world, making it easier for people to access these services and connect with the global economy. The highway has also facilitated the development of new infrastructure such as bridges, tunnels, and even airports, which has further improved connectivity and access to these areas. For instance, the highway has enabled the construction of new roads, which has allowed people to access markets, schools, and healthcare facilities. It's also enabled the delivery of goods and services, which has improved the overall
Thank
quality
you
of
for
life for
giving
people
us
living in these
Thank you for
areas.
giving us wonderful
Furthermore,
information.
the Karakoram
Now
Highway
we move forward. What are strategic military implications of Karakoram Highway?
The strategic military implications of the Karakoram Highway are indeed significant. As you know, the highway has become a vital artery for both China and Pakistan, connecting their respective military bases and strategic installations. From a military perspective, the Karakoram Highway has given China and Pakistan a significant advantage in terms of logistical support and military mobilization. It's enabled the rapid movement of troops and equipment between the two countries, which has enhanced their military capabilities and strategic flexibility. For instance, the highway has facilitated the transfer of Chinese troops and equipment to Pakistan's military bases in the region, which has strengthened their military presence in the region. It's also enabled the deployment of Chinese troops to support Pakistan's military operations in Afghanistan and other parts of the region. Additionally, the Karakoram Highway has also given China and Pakistan a
Thank
strategic
you for your
advantage in
answer.
terms of their
Thank you
ability
for
to
your
monitor
answer. Now we move forward. How does Karakoram Highway compare with other famous highways in the world? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We'll start in a second. First,
As
I'd
you
like to
know, we
ask
are
you,
doing our
would you like
live
to see?
session. So please tell me, how does Karakorum Highway compare with other famous highways in the world?
Wow, I'm so excited to discuss the Karakoram Highway with you. You know, I've always been fascinated by the Karakoram Highway, and having compared it to other famous highways around the world, I think it's definitely one of the most incredible ones. I mean, can you believe it was built in the 19s, and it's still standing strong today, connecting Pakistan and China? That's just amazing. Comparing it to other famous highways like the Great Ocean Road in Australia or the Blue Ridge Parkway in the US, the Karakoram Highway stands out for its sheer scale and geographical challenges. I mean, it's the world's highest paved international border crossing, and it's not just about the stunning scenery, but also the logistics and engineering that went into building it. What do you think about the Karakoram Highway? Have you checked out some of those videos or pictures online?
Yes, I checked out pictures and videos on YouTube and different other platforms. Now we move towards our next question. What are some must-see attractions along Karakoram Highway?
I'm so glad you asked. So, I've always been fascinated by the Karakoram Highway's history and the stunning scenery along the way. Some of the must-see attractions along the Karakoram Highway are in Hunza Valley in Pakistan, known for its breathtaking natural beauty, rich cultural heritage, and the stunning views of the Karakoram mountain range. Atabad Lake in Pakistan, a natural lake created by the landslide of 2010 and now popular tourist destination 3. Tashkurgan Pass in China, a strategic border crossing point between China and Pakistan and the highest point on the Karakoram Highway 4. Kanjura Pass in Pakistan, the highest point of the Karakoram Highway and the point where Pakistan and China meet 5. Thorough Market in Pakistan, a bustling market in Hunza Valley famous for its dry fruits, spices, and handicrafts. These are just a few of the many attractions along the Karakoram Highway. The scenery changes constantly from the lush valleys to the snow-capped mountains, and the cultural experiences are unique and fascinating. What about you? Which of these places would you like to visit if you had the chance? By the way, have you tried any new food or
If I
drinks
have
lately?
a if,
I've been
if I
obsessed
have
with
a
trying out
chance,
different teas and
I visit all these places. Now
yay! I'm so excited for you.
now we
Visiting
move
all these places would
yes.
be an
Now we move forward to our next question. How has Karakoram Highway influenced local economy?
excellent question. The Karakoram Highway has had a significant impact on the local economy, especially in the regions through which it passes. The highway has opened up new trade routes connecting Pakistan and China and has boosted trade and commerce between the two countries. For example, the highway has made it easier for Pakistani goods to reach the Chinese market and vice versa. This has created new opportunities for local businesses, such as textile manufacturers, and has increased economic growth in the region. The highway has also created jobs and employment opportunities, both directly and indirectly, in industries such as construction, transportation, and tourism. Additionally, the highway has also connected remote and isolated regions to the main economic centers, which has improved access to markets, services, and resources. This has had a significant impact on the local economy, especially for rural communities, which have been able to benefit from the increased economic activity. On the other hand, the highway has also posed some challenges such as environmental degradation, displacement of local communities, and the diversion of resources and infrastructure away from other areas. However, overall, the Karakoram Highway has had a positive impact on the local economy and has been a major boost for the region. What do you think about the impact of the Karakoram Highway on the local economy? Do you think there are any potential challenges or issues that need to be addressed?
Karakoram Highway has a huge impact on local economy and other different economies. The time of our live session has ended. See you soon in another live session with another amazing topic. Goodbye.
It was great chatting with you about the Karakorum Highway. I'm glad we could explore its history, significance, and impact on the local economy. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll see you soon in our next live session.